Coming up on Mountain News at 6, police in Clay County are still looking for an inmate after they say he escaped during work release. And we'll head back out to Harlan for the 69th edition of the Polk Salad Festival.
Plus, a soggy weather pattern is ahead to start the new month. Those details on the way as Mountain News at 6 starts now.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
One Clay County inmate is still on the run after he escaped yesterday. We are told he got away while out on work release. WYMT's Olivia Calpe has the latest from the Sheriff's Office regarding the search for Skylar Hubbard.
Skylar Hubbard was in jail for stealing vehicles and running from the police. How he made it on work release, I have no idea.
Clay County inmate Skylar Hubbard has been on the run for more than 24 hours after Sheriff Patrick Robinson says he escaped from work release near the Beach Creek Apartments on Thursday.
We actually located him about 30 minutes later in an abandoned trailer. He took up in the hills and we was unable to get him. And then later on in the evening, one of the Manchester PD officers noticed him in a vehicle, a silver Jeep. Got in pursuit of the vehicle, but unfortunately lost the vehicle, and we don't know his location at this time.
With 3 current charges of theft by unlawful taking, each of which are a Class D felony, Hubbard would have been eligible for parole in August. But since his escape, Sheriff Robinson says his warrant is for fleeing evading police on foot 2nd degree and fleeing evading police in a vehicle 1st degree, with police seeking other charges as well.
We've been dealing with Skylar Hubbard since he was a juvenile, and it's untelling where he could be at. I would really like to remind the public not to leave their keys in the vehicle. Do not leave their vehicles unattended because that's what he preys on.
Robinson says they are working with surrounding law enforcement agencies, and he urges the public to call if they have any information on Hubbard's whereabouts. In Clay County, Olivia Calpe, WYMT Mountain News.
Hubbard is 20 years old with brown hair and brown eyes, 5 feet 5 inches tall. If you have any information, call the Clay County Sheriff's Office. That number is there on your screen, 606-598-3471. Police in Laurel County are asking for help identifying a burglary suspect in the Barberville Road area. Here's a picture of that suspect. On May 17th, police say they reportedly entered a property unlawfully and stole a bicycle along with some other items. If you have any information about this case, you're asked to contact the Sheriff's Office at 606-864-6600. Police in Harlan County are warning folks about someone identifying themselves as a deputy sheriff. The Harlan County Sheriff's Office says they've received a number of complaints about the issue. The incident is still being investigated. Officials with the Sheriff's Office say if you encounter someone identifying themselves as law enforcement that you are not sure about, to call the office at 606-573-1313. Officials with Middlesboro PD want to warn you about a scam. They say they've received several reports regarding spoof calls. Police say the caller is pretending to be a member of the department, reportedly telling people they are facing criminal charges or that a family member is in trouble. They say the caller is also requesting the person sends them money and they would drop the charges. If you receive such a call, police say to not give out any information and just hang up.
Well, happy Friday, tracking some fantastic weather across the region to close out the work week and to also close out the month of May. A live look from the London Corbin Airport, tracking plenty of blue sky and sunshine back in the distance. And those temperatures are warmer on this Friday. Most of us right now in the middle to even upper 70s in the Cumberland Valley, up to 77 for London, up to 80 the warm spot over in Clay County for Manchester, and 76 in Breathitt County for Jackson at this hour. We are dry on the radar, all thanks to high pressure. And this weather system will bring some more dry conditions as we go into this evening, also tonight. Now we do see a few more clouds to go into Friday night, so those lows not as cool as last night. Most of us wake up in the middle to lower 50s, possibly a few upper 40s in those cooler pockets, but for most, we see 50s to kick off this weekend. And speaking of your weekend, we're also watching out for an increase in those rain chances, also an increase in those temperatures. Some good news, no severe weather issues, also no constant rain this weekend, but those off and on showers showers are on the way. More details on those rain chances coming up in just a few minutes. Steve?
All right, Cameron, thank you. Despite heavy damage from last weekend's storms, Conley Bottom Resort and Marina in Wayne County is back open for business. We showed you some of that storm damage earlier this week. Officials with Conley Bottom now say rentals, campgrounds, and the main boat ramp are operating as usual. The ship's store and boathouse restaurant are also back open. Officials say some piers are still damaged, but that they are working quickly to get those restored. A dozen Main Street communities and organizers were recognized by Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman in their efforts to create jobs and boost economic viability. Some of those recognized were in our area. In the Spirit of Main Street Awards category, Don Begley with Beattyville Main Street received the Individual Award. Crater City Coffee of Middlesboro was the business that was recognized. In the Design Awards category, Mad Properties, KY LLC, and Phil Smith with London Main Street was recognized for the Best Adaptive Reuse Award. London Tourism and Parks was recognized for the Best Downtown Beautification Award. Beattyville Town Square was recognized for Best Outdoor Space. And in the Promotion Awards category, Pikeville's Hippie Fest received the award for Best Downtown Project. We have more about this on our website at WYMT.com. Festivals can provide an opportunity for local businesses to raise money. WYMT's Chandler Wilcox joins us live from the Polk Salad Festival in Harlan with the story of a school searching for a miracle. Chandler.
Thank you, Steve. The Harlan County Christian School has been in operation for 27 years, but recently they have been staring at financial issues. I talked to a staff member about why they see the Polk Salad Festival as a potential miracle. The Warriors have been a vendor at Polk Salad several times, including this year.
We're famous for our Polish sausage meals and our homemade hot dog chili meals.
Bailey says the school uses fundraisers to pay for their operations.
We do fundraisers all the time to help pay for teacher salaries and to help pay expenses.
Increasing costs have hurt the school and put staff in a tough situation.
We have struggled terribly to do both of those things, to pay teachers and to come up with expense money. So this fundraiser will help us particularly pay for teacher salaries.
Bailey says they may have to close. She says that is unless they get a miracle from God.
Which I know He is in the miracle business. We will not have school next school year. It's postponed because of finances. So we are going to have to raise tuition.
Emily Bailey also told me they will still be up as a vendor tomorrow on the final day of the Polk Salad Festival. They are located near the stage along with several other vendors. It proves that a festival can be more than just having fun. And Harlan, Chandler Wilcox, WYMT News, I'm back to you. Sending it back to you.
Chandler, thank you very much. Beautiful evening for the festival. The Harlan County Christian School is located in the Tots community. Well, the Polk Salad Festival, not the only one going on this weekend. The Clay County Days Festival is also happening in Manchester. It's the first time in more than 10 years, and it was brought back at the community's request. Country music singer Kelsey Hart from Nashville is among those set to perform later this evening. The festival continues tomorrow with a micro wrestling event as well. There's also a festival happening in Letcher County this weekend. Apple Shop's Seed Time on the Cumberland is tomorrow. There will be performances on stage from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. There will also be a punk show at 7 p.m. until 11 at the Whitesburg Skate Park. For more about this, you can go to appleshop.org/seedtime. KCTCS and Alice Lloyd College officials have signed a transfer agreement for students looking to further their education in the mountains. WYMT's RJ Johnson has more on that.
The transfer agreements between Alice Lloyd College and KCTCS will allow students to transfer to the college to pursue a 4-year bachelor's degree.
It gives students the opportunity to think further than just a 2-year degree, which we offer those. We offer opportunities to go into a trade. So that's important, but some students want to go further. They want to pursue higher education. And so to have this partnership with Alice Lloyd is amazing, and we're very happy.
KCTCS Provost Dr. Renee Wagner says the partnership will also help some students stay in the mountains.
KCTCS has 16 colleges, and we have 3 mountain colleges here that are really close to Alice Lloyd, Big Sandy, Southeastern Hazard. So being in close proximity and for us to have a reach across the state is very helpful when you're trying to have these types of partnerships.
For Alex Hall, who transferred from Southeast Community and Technical College to Alice Lloyd, he says it is important to help even more students.
Because the students always do come first. Without the students, you wouldn't have a college. So it's good to take care of your students, and I feel like this will give them a great opportunity to have a direct pathway to get here and hopefully get more transfers to Alice Lloyd College.
Alice Lloyd President Jim Stepp says the agreement helps create more opportunities for the region.
This agreement with KCTCS just expands opportunities to identify young people who really could use this opportunity.
To continue capturing the future of the mountains. In Knott County, RJ Johnson, WYMT Mountain News.
Students can transfer up to 90 credit hours from any of the KCTCS colleges and must have at least a 2.0 GPA to transfer. Officials with the University of Pikeville have announced a new construction site for their dental medicine building. In a news release, officials say the site of the construction for the Tanner College of Dental Medicine will now take place at the corner of Hambly Boulevard and Elm Street next to the Health Professions Education Building. The decision was made after recommendations had been made by architects and engineers. Community members in Pulaski County are mourning the loss of a former rescue squad chief. Paul Coomer served as the Somerset-Pulaski County Rescue Squad chief for 50 years and helped form the Kentucky Association of Rescue Squads. Coomer also served on the Pulaski County Fire Commission and worked as a deputy sheriff in the county. His funeral service is scheduled for next Wednesday, June 5th at West Somerset Baptist Church. Paul Coomer was 76 years old.
We are tracking some cool and calm weather to go into this evening, but those rain chances are not far away. Your first alert forecast coming up. Plus,
and it's Cameron's last forecast on WYMT, so don't miss it. And one young musician from Johnson County is taking her voice to Nashville.